Welcome back into Sports Connection. Joining us now is the Lady Raiders soccer squad out of Warren East. We got head coach Will Eller, Decca Burr, Angie Malave, and Sydney Sanford. How are y'all doing today?
Good. Doing all right.
Doing good.
Well, Coach, we'll just start with you. This season so far, 12-4. You got a couple games left in the regular season. Just kind of talk about, how this season has progressed and how we've gotten up to where we are so far.
We've hit our standard pretty well for most of the season. We've had a couple of games where we felt that there was a little more we could do in them, but for the most part, 12-4 record reflects the work we've put in and the effort that these ladies give every time out.
Decca, start with you. Senior year, I can't believe you're a senior. It goes by so fast. What an illustrious career you've had as a Raider, and you got your pals with you, also seniors, Angie and Sydney. Is it set in that this is the last hurrah?
Honestly, it didn't set in until senior night, Thursday night. Walking down, leaned over to my mom. I was like, wow, it's here. I'm about to graduate. I'm about to play my last game on the turf tomorrow. And it's crazy that I've been here for 3 years, but it feels like I started yesterday.
Yeah, Angie, how was, I believe it was an 8-0 victory for you all against Warren Central. Angie, was like for you senior night knowing, hey, this is, we're almost at the end here.
I was really just in shock because during the whole ceremony and everything, it was just really emotional because I look at I call them my youngins because I feel like I grew up with them and I raised them, and it just kind of set in I'll never get to experience another high school soccer game like this ever again. And it was bittersweet moment. I'm glad I got to be with the people that I finished out my season with.
Absolutely. Sydney, what's the season been like for you? Like I said earlier, 12-4, but at the end here of the regular season, what's the season been like for you so far?
It's been kind of crazy because I've played with East for 7 years now, and my sister's played before me, and so I've watched all these girls grow up and graduate before me, and then watching all these kids getting ready to graduate under me, because I've seen so many of them play JV, and it's really crazy to think that now I'm one of the older ones and going to be the one leaving this year.
Coach, I guess you feel pretty good. I think you guys are undefeated in the district play, and heading into district next Sunday. You got to feel pretty good about your chances, but we've heard the girls reflect on their senior year. Let's hear you reflect on what kind of legacy that these three are going to leave at Warren East once they are out the door.
This senior group, we said it in their senior night ceremony, has been the backbone of our program for so many years now. Most of them started as sixth graders and have come all the way through. Their hard work and dedication, they'll leave as the most successful senior class, the most honors, most records taken, all of those things. So it'll be really strange for me the next time to roll up when this set of kids isn't there, because they've been there as long as I can remember. So.
And with that, Coach, just kind of talk about what match this season has you feel like this was the most important match for us, or this is what we've gained the most out of after this match. What's the match that kind of was the pinpoint for you all so far this season?
We've had several good ones. I think maybe the section final for the 2A against Glasgow, where we had to figure out some problems and do some certain things. And I think it set a good marker for us because we played really well after that. And honestly, you learn a lot about you learn a lot from your defeats. We played that next 2A semi-state game against Christian Academy out of Louisville, and they were able to exploit some things from us. And I think it showed us a lot to work on as we go to the postseason.
Absolutely. Well, Decca, just, looking forward to postseason here. A couple more games left in the regular season. What do you all have to do the first off, in the regular season off strong and go into district tournament and win the thing to get to the region again?
Coach Eller says this every game, we look for the next game. Yeah, we're worried about districts coming up this weekend, but our main priority right now is beating Franklin Simpson tomorrow. So all we do is just go day by day and just keep pushing every day.
Sydney, what would you say the highlight of this year has been, or the highlight of your career at Warren East? Is there something that stands out?
Probably playing the Section 2A against Glasgow. It was the first time I played defense, so I normally just hang out in the back and keep the goals from going in. I got to actually go up and take a PK and make it. So that was first time for East.
Nice.
First time to just be able to score.
Awesome.
What about you, Angie? Answer that same one.
I guess our game against Franklin, I feel like that was like us truly, like it was such a close game, and you could just see everyone like pouring their everything into that game, and that game was probably the core of Warney's Raiders soccer.
That's awesome. Great answer.
You know, Sydney, can you just kind of talk about the chemistry, not even just with the senior class, but with the team overall, you know, building that throughout these past few years here?
I've worked with several of the girls in defense for a couple of years. Our other center back has just joined last year, but I got to help kind of coach her, kind of teach her, and so she's grown in that so much. And so she's a senior with us this year, and she'll be graduating too. But just watching her grow and watching these other girls grow into becoming more defensive minded, becoming more of a soccer player, and being able to make those connections with them and make connections with the other parts of the team as the midfield and the forwards. It's been really great to see that.
Coach, how do you feel these girls have set you up for future success? Because I feel like you just reload out there.
I tell you what, it'll be hard to reload after this group. You know, when you know the hard work and the dedication these girls have put in. I think they show a standard every day when they work. When you watch them play, when you watch them train at practice. I always say it: the best teams are player led, and these young ladies have led our program well for several years now.
Decca, I'll leave this with you here. You're leaving as one of the top, you know, goal scorers in the state. You set the record. You're the leader of Warren East all-time record. Just for you, just kind of recap, you know, being able to be as great that you all have been, and individually as well, just being able to reach those heights.
Right. So, like, I never moving to East thought like any of this was ever going to happen. Like, I thought we were just going to be a normal team. I was going to find a family and just play with girls and have some fun. But once we started winning games and we realized, like, oh, we can be a top team. Like, we can go far. Like, that was something that I never thought was going to happen. And this year has especially been important to me because I haven't been chasing like my records. Like, yeah, I'll score what I can, but I'm playing with my little sister this year. And this is my last year playing and her first year playing varsity. And that's just kind of what I have been holding on to this year because it'll be the first and last time I've ever played with her. So.
Well, thank goodness for your father's sake, there's one more burr left for him to be engaged with. No, you guys, it's been great seeing you all grow, especially Decca. I've known Decca since just little tiny things. So.
Yeah,
Cool.
we appreciate you all coming in, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
But don't go anywhere. We have more Sports Connection right after the break.